Well, since the music got shut down really quick like that, hey guys, how you doing? Sorry, I accidentally clicked the button and it rerouted the page. So we are here, and it is time, like every week, to start the D&D campaign. Sorry, it's a little slow, little slow. How is everybody? I hope you're all well. I got Mason and Bella here. Bella possibly could have hurt my back, so we're not very happy today, but I'm here. Anywho, let's say hi to the guys. Hopefully there's not all kinds of craziness ensuing in there. Hi guys, how's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
Hello.
I've been better, but I'm here. I'm amped up on Tylenol, and so real quick, you guys inside of the chat, I was getting ready to leave this morning, and it was before I let the dogs out, and I was going to go like fix my hair or brush my teeth or one of the two, and Bella ran under my feet and tripped me backwards, and I have this gate that's put up, and I literally crashed into the gate and backwards and fell backwards, and I caught myself, but it literally about killed me. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing this at all today, but I'm here.
There are so many jokes within that even.
Yeah. So,
I guess it would have answered the question of who let the dogs out.
Right. That's one of that. That's where I was starting, and it was just going downhill from there.
Well,
yeah.
By the way, guys, real quick before we get in any more, we got some new content up on the Bad Game Bros page. So we also got some shorts put up between Instagram, Instagram,
Facebook,
YouTube, and TikTok. So go check them out. It's quite interesting. Our next podcast is coming out tomorrow, and Graham, I used your little tirade about me using a certain word. Oh, you can use that, but
Okay, I was fairly justified. I just want to say that.
Yep.
But it made for funny content, so
It did, and that's all that matters.
funny.
yeah. So it was a good starting point. People are gonna be like, "What did he say that brought?" So hi Z. All right. So now that we're about 5 minutes in, as you guys know, Z's here. Z's my mod. She will be paying attention to you guys. And I'm sorry, my camera is going crazy for the dogs. But it's still doing it. Anyways, Z will be here to take care of people. Shadow's in here too. Thank you, Shadow, for being here, both you guys. I will be completely oblivious to the chat, because like always, I'm trying to stay in character. It'll take a lot for me to pull me out of character. So we're gonna do that. When we get to a break, then I'll break character and talk, and at the end of the stream. But before that, that's it. Wolf will not be here today, because she has other things apparently better to do. Whatever, but then she got all mouthy in chat.
There's this whole thing about having
Working
money and and paying bills and
yeah. So all right, well, you're gonna see her character because I didn't want to switch everything over right away. So we're gonna be using the 6-person screen. So you are gonna be seeing her picture up there, but she's not here. So without any further ado, I turn it over. I turn it over to our lawful and just DM to take over.
he's a DM. They're not. we're not exactly just. Maybe fair, but that's about it.
It depends upon how much the players annoy you in the session. It's like you know me a lot. Okay, rocks fall, everyone dies, game over.
Just remember, I always reach out first to get my stuff done. I'm a good boy.
the first dibs kind of guy. Remember?
That's kind of the nice thing about being a DM is that when you wake up, depending on your mood, depending on how well your characters fare that day.
Yeah. All right. So, enough tomfoolery. So, just a quick recap. We left. You guys had just finished the last adventure. Which was? Does anybody remember what it was?
It was
Goblins.
the goblin
Goblins
camp.
everywhere.
Correct.
He's like, thanks for reminding me.
Well, I remembered, but you know, I want to see who all remembers.
Dude, I barely remember my name from week to week, so come on.
So you got back, you got your reward, you got your bounty, all that. And that was pretty much the end of it. You know, you guys had some loot that you had to distribute out, which I believe has been done.
Indeed.
So why don't we go just down the line and say what you all did on your downtime. So Blaze, how about you? What you do in your downtime?
Since I have been elected the party quartermaster, mainly dealt with the loot, getting it out to everybody, finding everybody wherever they were at, and making sure they got what they needed. And pretty much then just kind of that took the better part of a few days because everybody decided to go do things on their own, so I had to track them down. But after that, there was a little bit of studying, a little bit of catching up on my own. Some of the chores and stuff that I've kind of left for my, that I haven't had a chance to get to yet. And basically helped out around the guild hall as best as I could with things.
Okay. Alrighty. And Ignis, you are next.
Did you say anus? Sorry. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like.
Wow.
Tell me it didn't. Tell me it didn't. Sorry.
Not only did you break character, but man, you're being extremely inappropriate. Wow. Right after we just... Well, right, whatever.
We just had the talk, yeah.
After you had the talk, you were the one who...
Sorry. Go ahead, anus.
DM recommending right now. Alright, whatever. It's fine.
Ignis.
Good laugh.
What did you do in your downtime?
Alright. So I didn't do anything big. Like maybe during some times in the week, maybe I hunted, but I mostly just kind of secluded myself. Just kind of finding quiet spots to try and play my loot to get better at it. To try and distract myself from unpleasant things.
Okay. Was this in addition to the stuff that we had talked about?
Yes.
Okay. So you spent a day in the marketplace upgrading your gear. You sought out Ignara for your favor.
Indeed.
And then spent time in the woods.
Yep, just also training my little friend so he doesn't get too out of control, potty training, stuff like that, the basics.
Yeah, training him to poop down people's necks.
Yep, specifically Phoenix's.
Nice.
Well,
it's ominous.
Right.
You'll see in a minute.
Yeah, I'm open.
Hydralis, what about you? What did you do in your...
So after I received the piece of parchment with the glowing symbol, I took care of the necessary business at the church, and after I left with conflicting views, but stout resolution in what I must do, and I wish to spend my remaining days finding a fairly secluded stream and uh, interval between meditation and finding peace, and then uh, scouring through the waters for fish.
Okay. All right. So, you're not. I'm assuming you're not like fishing for money. You're just fishing for
No,
sustenance.
fish.
So,
Fish. Yeah.
okay.
Checking through
Okay.
the fountains in the city, looking for money. Yeah, okay.
All right. And lastly, Phoenix. What did
Well,
you do?
I first did the same. I went to the market and got some upgraded stuff and bought some potions and and just bettered my outcome, hopefully for battle this week. I took that one day to do that. I also took one day to like so beginning of the week I did the market. 3 days later I did kind of you know checking in all the people that I could in the city to make sure they're doing okay, helping where needed to be helped. But I didn't give out any money this week because I had to spend a lot at the market to be able to upgrade my everything.
Okay.
So besides that, the second and third day, well, in between those, I decided I was going to try to go do a couple quests. So I wanted to take on a class D quest, and
So
if
in rank D.
rank D, and then I wanted if time permitted, I was going to try a rank C before the end of my week.
Okay. So let's deal with the rank C quest. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll and add your proficiency modifier, please.
Okay. 19, 20, 21.
Okay. So you succeed at the rank C. It was fairly easy. And for that day you earned 96 silver pieces.
So 9 gold, 7 silver.
6 silver.
Oh yeah, 6. Sorry. Okay, so I'm up to 53. Seven. So I've got 5 silver. 54.
And you said you wanted to try, what was the next one?
Well, the first one was a rank D, and then the second one was a rank C. So I think we're doing it backwards, though. It doesn't matter.
I did. That's what I was about to realize. So, go ahead and give me another d20 roll. Add your proficiency modifier.
Okay. I don't know why I have to look up my proficiency. I had to scroll up to look at my proficiency before I roll. Hold on.
It hasn't changed in the past 2 minutes, I can assure you.
Yeah. 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so you succeed and 48 silver. However, you start with you are 7 hit points less than max. So you are not fully healed from.
So I'm at 20.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So basically, you kind of got in right before we began today's session. Like
That's
just come off a mission.
Dang it. So there's no time to rest.
I mean, I'm gonna say you've had enough time to do like a short rest, like you've caught your breath and you've dealt with all the necessary paperwork and all that crap. You know, you've dealt with all the necessary stuff, but you haven't had time to actually get any sleep.
Okay,
So,
1 second. So you said 48 silver, right?
correct.
All right, 8, 3.
Excuse me.
So now I'm up to 3 silver and 59. That extra silver comes in handy.
Yeah.
My silver's going down, but my gold's going up, so I'm okay. Okay, so do I have time to rest? Like, I don't have. You said short rest, but it's not enough to get my hit points back up to 27.
It's not enough. It's not. So you have enough for a short rest, not a long rest.
All right, so I can.
So if you wish to use your hit dice at this point, you may, but that is your call.
Okay, I'd rather go out with these guys with full potential, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll do a hit dice. I don't know what that entails, but I can't remember.
It's just it's the same as normal. You roll however many hit dice you're going to use and add that to your hit points.
Oh, okay. So do I use my short sword or do I use my?
Huh?
It's your hit.
What?
Are you
Your hit-
attacking
What?
yourself?
Well, wait a minute. A decent.
Yes.
No, no,
What?
no, no.
So
You're
wait,
not
no.
rolling- No. You're not rolling an attack. There is a certain amount of hit dice that you have based on your class.
Oh, it's a
and
D8.
your level.
Okay.
There you go.
That's what I was trying to get at is what die do I use? And it says next to a D8. So sorry. I'm slow, okay?
I thought we would have gotten used to this by now. We've had this situation like
I'm
2 other
s-
times, if I
Yeah,
remember.
but I'm slow, okay? Here we go.
Fair enough.
We still love you.
Yep.
4.
Faults and all.
Okay, maybe, but
So I got a 4. Do I go up 4 hit points, I'm assuming?
Yep.
All right, that's better than starting at 20. All right.
Okay.
So let me take my hit dice down to 2.
So, you guys, Phoenix, you're in the Adventurers Guild, so they just tell you to kind of hang out here because you have been summoned. And the rest of you receive a. Basically, it's a kid finds you in the city and says you've been summoned. You know that the Adventurers Guild gives the actual lowest rank for it is K, and that's for children only. And it's basically a way to have kids earn money without being like, oh, the only jobs they ever get is like, hey, go collect some trash in the city. You know, nothing dangerous, as a way to help support their family and kind of get them used to how the Adventurers Guild works. So that's basically what they use them for as well. Is, hey, go find Blaze, Ignis, and Hydralis, and have them come to the Adventurers Guild. So that's basically what happens, and you all arrive at the Adventurers Guild, and I will
you're a D rank.
pull everybody there now. Okay. So, so you see the this woman, the head maid of the nobleman, who you have met several times before, and if you recall, her lord frequently becomes a patron of adventuring parties that he deems worthy. You know, that they are upstanding citizens and they do a good job and stuff like that, and he has his eye on your group. So he has summoned you again and has another task for you. She says that there is a temple up by White Cliff that they have had several adventurers try to raid before. And the one group never came back. So they are presumed either dead or captured.
Well, that's reassuring.
So she would like your group to go investigate. And your job isn't necessarily to exterminate all of them. However, if you happen to do so in the process, that is fine. There's nothing, they're not saying you can't. It's just not the mission. And the mission specifically is to find out what happened to the missing adventurers. If they are alive, get them out. If they are dead, retrieve their guild ID and bring it back to the guild hall. As normally this would be a ranked B quest, because of the nature of it, it is being a rank S quest. So the reward is higher. She says that there is a wagon that will take you to White Cliff. They have at least arranged for transportation up to White Cliff. And if you have any questions,
Whose temple is this?
This temple, and you would ask that. I had it just moments ago.
You're welcome.
I was like, oh, I'll make it a temple of this person, and I didn't write it down.
Oh.
It's here somewhere.
I asked the hard-hitting questions.
Of course. So this is a temple to Venthic. Anybody that has religion may attempt a religion roll to see if they have heard of this particular deity before.
Okay.
Religion. I do.
I do too.
22.
I only have one in religion, so I'm not rolling.
I have 2, but I rolled a 13 plus 2, 15.
I got,
Okay.
I guess I should
19
roll anyway.
altogether.
Okay. So the 19, you've heard of Venthic? You know he's one of the evil gods. But that's it. Anybody that got 20 or higher knows that Venthic is the god of corruption.
Sure.
So he is not a nice deity.
He's not a nice man.
I mean, there's some that would say maybe he's not even a man at all, but
Well, okay.
He's a transformer.
He's a or they are a mean being.
there you go.
I don't. You know what? I don't know how they identify, but that's a whole other story. All right. So then I look at the maid and say, how many adventurers are we expecting?
Standard party 4.
And
Is HP available?
HP is not available because I do not have HP's character sheet anymore.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
No.
R.I.P.
I thought about that as soon as I realized that Ayla wasn't going to be here, and I'm like, I don't have enough time to create and level up a character. So
Mm. Fair enough.
I will say that she sets out in front of you um, 2 healing potions for each of you.
Ooh, 2 extras.
As she says, I know this will be difficult, and that you are probably nervous as another party has gone ahead of you and has failed.
These basics.
Yeah, just standard 2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
But remember, in these situations, it is always better to leave and fail than it is to die and fail.
Not very Klingon, but all right.
What's a Klingon?
What is a Klingon?
Okay. I did have another question, and now it's gone.
Did you take your memory potion today?
Apparently, he didn't.
I knew I forgot something. Yeah. I look to the others and say, I'm always game.
It's an S tier. It's pretty above our pay grade, but I'm in.
Well, I mean, if we're doing it, it is our pay grade.
Well, yes, but it's above our rank big time, is what I'm saying.
So we can handle it.
So the rank of the quest does not determine whether you can handle it or not. So remember, the quest rankings go like this. You have your ranking, the quest ranking, and the quest level.
Mm-hmm.
So the quest level will always be something you can handle.
Yes.
The ranking just basically determines kind of the level of danger you're going to encounter.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
That's either being it's high or this is a special request.
I mean, high risk, high reward, so.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
What say you, Ignis?
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a group decision. I'm not really keen to stare death in the eyes again, but these are, friendly adventurers. Maybe we haven't met them. I don't know. There's been a lot of faces that come by here and there. But I don't have much say in it, honestly. If we go, we go. If we don't, I'm fine with that as well. What about you, Hydralis?
Regardless of the pay, people need our help. We have no right to refuse that.
And honestly, if I was in their shoes, I would hope some party would come rescue me.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I guess it's decided then. We're going.
So good. The wagon is outside. If you need a bit to get more provisions, it will wait. And I look forward to your return.
Okay.
And with that, she steps out.
Well, I'm ready.
Guys, I just got back from, questing. But to be honest, I've got everything I need. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm a little banged up, but nothing that won't kill me right away.
My mind and my body are as stalwart as can be.
Are you sure of that?
Would you like to prove that theory?
After our last outing, I'm a little worried about your state of mind.
So as you're sitting there having this conversation with him, he seems to have a new resolve, a new determination about him
Okay.
that wasn't there when you kind of came back from the Goblin Quest. Like, it seems like in the past 6 days, something has transpired with him.
So
And for the better.
yeah. So I ask
look-
you,
oh.
me with my saying that, I would like to know if you are feeling better than what you were when you raged out.
I am.
And you are 100% up to this, because I can't take a chance of you doing that again and possibly one of us getting killed by your own hands.
Who's to say I don't have such things under my own control now?
Do you?
There's only one way to find out, is there not?
I trust you. It's the beast I don't know about.
The Beast and I have talked this past week. I'll make sure everyone is fine.
Okay. I just, had some concerns, and I'm not going to hide them. You know me better than that. I'm going to come straight at you. So,
I don't blame you. I know I gave Ignis quite the scare.
yeah, I could still smell the soiled pants.
Oh,
Pretty
that
sure
was
that
me.
was you.
Maybe it was me.
Sorry, I was just kind of getting flashbacks from the last time we tussled. Wasn't exactly a great experience.
Hmm.
Wasn't one I wanted to repeat on even worse circumstances.
And that was my concerns. Why is there a T-Rex on the board? Or not a raptor on the board behind us?
So it's at that point that Phoenix, you don't know how you missed the large turkey-sized raptor
He blends in with the floor. I just now noticed.
very easily, very calmly, just kind of sitting there. Like, he's not like attacking. He's just kind of sitting there, and he's just kind of chilling and hanging out.
I turn around, I'm like, oh!
He's kind of cute, actually.
Relax. That's Talos. That's I guess a velociraptor that I ran into while I was, trying to, I don't know, attune myself to the loot more. I kind of found him. He was, some hunter left a trap. He got ensnared in it. I let him go and went about my business, but then he just started following me. So it was, I don't know how to deal with it, but he just kind of stayed. I know what to do, so I kind of just let him do what he wanted, honestly. I guess during this week while I was, trying to do my stuff, he never really left, so I guess I was stuck with him. So I just decided to train him, take him under my metaphorical wing. Granted, he's not exactly the biggest lad, so I decided to go and talk to Ignara to see if I could get some help in maybe adjusting him a bit more to our lifestyle. I guess judging by the cloak that he's wearing, it'll work out.
All right. So,
And
zombie, real quick,
Yes.
has that been there the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yeah.
I didn't even see it at all.
I quickly wiped my brow, and I thought I was going crazy. Okay, so there is something there.
I mean, you are going crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
No crazier than the rest of them.
no crazier than the rest of us.
Can't believe that's been there the whole time.
And you do notice it is wearing a velociraptor-sized, very nice cloak.
Nice cloak. Nice cloak.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Heading out? Or?
I believe we're
I
ready.
see no reason to stay. Yep, let's head out.
Yep.
Okay.
As
So
we're-
you
as we're leaving, as we're leaving, following everybody out. I'm kind of behind Hydraulis, and as we're walking out the door, whoever's in the guild hall kind of hears me go, "Really, stalwart, mind ready? Can't you just say?" And you can hear it trailing off. Can't you just say, "I'm ready to go"? As you can hear my voice kind of trailing off as we get out the door.
So you head out and you do indeed find there is a wagon waiting outside, attached with a couple horses, and the driver looks to be he's clearly not an adventurer, but he is like a warrior, so like a guard basically. So if something happens, he can defend himself, but he's not going to charge headlong into battle. So you don't have to necessarily worry about him. If something happens on the road, you don't necessarily have to worry about him and protect him. But so he kind of looks at you, goes, "Everybody ready?"
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I nod.
Yep. Climb on back.
I look at Hydraulis. I'm like, can't believe he was there all the time.
I sit down when I sit down in the wagon. I kind of sit down on the other side of Talos from Ignis, and I just kind of look over at him, and just kind of like, just, got that look, and then I shrug and I reach up and just start petting him.
He bites your arm off. You're not Ignis.
It's not up to me what Talos does. That's up
Yeah.
to the DM. I gave him the role-playing responsibility so I can involve him a bit more.
Yeah, so he just kind of sits there and he's taking it all in. Like he's still kind of getting used to life in the city. So he's kind of looking all around. He doesn't really nip at anybody. He's potty trained at least.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I very specifically wanted that as like some of the training that I did for him. Do not need any needless bathroom goings while we're in the middle of a mission or in a conversation.
I could just see Ignis going back to strike, and he slips in like dinosaur poo and falls. that'd be the like the nat one.
Yep, I'll be cautiously awaiting Zombie to just one of these days tell me, "All right, Ignis, I need you to roll an athletics check."
That had better. All I'm saying is now that had better be the result of a nat one. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so
You roll nat one and step in dinosaur poop. Sorry, go ahead.
you all climb in the wagon, and the world shifts just a little bit again.
Earthquake.
And so here's the map, and you're going up to White Cliff. Now, White Cliff, as you've been in this area for quite a while now, before Haran City became the unofficial capital of the Free Cities, White Cliff was the unofficial capital. I say unofficial because the Free Cities don't really have a capital city, since, like I said, there's no lord of the land. But White Cliff is one of the major port cities on this entire continent. So a lot of goods coming in, coming out, and a lot of people. So this is a fairly uneventful trip. It takes a couple days. Each night you pull over to the side and set up camp, sleep, whatnot. And
so would you say I'm back to 27?
Yes.
Okay.
You would.
Okay, I should have waited.
I mean, you can still restore your hit dice. They
I mean,
restore
yeah.
Yeah, your hit dice restores on a long rest anyway.
Okay, well then that's fine. I'm back to full. There. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean. I did mean to interrupt,
No.
but sorry.
You're good. So, as you approach White Cliff, you see that this is well, first off, has anybody been to White Cliff? Has anybody's character been here before?
I have not.
I don't know. Have we? No.
I don't know.
I mean, for me, considering I'm from where I'm from, that's up. That's even up further north. So I would say Ravens Wood is probably the furthest I've gone. That's
Okay.
what I would think, at least.
So,
I mean, are you when you're asking if anybody's been to White Cliff? Are you just asking like in general for like our backstory, or is this
Yeah.
like
yeah, like would your character have come through White Cliff on the way to Haran City, or would you come another route? I mean, it's up to you.
I have no
Sure.
reason to. So
I was in White Cliff once.
Okay. So, as you approach those that haven't been there, you see a very small town. Now, it's not like Ravenswood small. This is a city. But, and I don't have a map for White Cliff yet. Otherwise, I'd put it up there. I've been slacking, I know. But you also don't see any ports. You don't see any ships. You don't see any docks. It looks to be just a town, you know, a decent sized city. No walls. I mean, they've got some, guard towers and stuff like that made out of, logs and stuff like that. But this looks to be a very simple city. Those of you that have been here before know that the port aspect is carved into the side of the cliff. So there are ramps that lead down to the sea level. And that's where all the docks and warehouses and all that are held. Hence the name White Cliff. And the cliffs are white. As if the name probably gave it away.
maybe.
Actually, they're green.
There you go.
White Cliff. Who knows?
I was waiting. I was waiting for something like that.
So you pull in to the town, and the sea kind of pulls in a bit off to the side, by an inn, and says, "Well, here we are. Best of luck to you. I'll be in town for a few days if you want to hitch a ride back.
Thank you.
You're welcome to."
Much appreciated.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, guys. So what's
So
up?
with that, you disembark and he pulls away.
So at this point,
I feel like we need to
are we actually
ask
are we
around.
in the town proper, or are we at the front gate area? Like,
So you're in the town proper. And you are still above ground. You're not in the lower section of the city. You haven't gone down the ramps.
okay. So I turn to the others real quick and I say, basically that we need to go try to find the directions to the temple, and turn and find the nearest tavern, because that's generally where you get most of your good information from.
Mm-hmm.
go in and talk to the barkeep and ask, how do we get to this temple?
So he conveniently left you outside an inn.
Perfect.
And this is the Silvered Staff Inn. It's got a sign on it, has a little silver staff with little intricate carvings on it.
Hmm.
How
It
quaint.
looks to be a fairly nice inn, not like high society, but it's quaint, it's cozy, and the food smells really good.
Interesting. I mean, we could either go in there and ask for directions, or we could.
Yeah.
Blaze? Do you know where the tavern is?
That way.
But you've been here once.
I came through the town once, like on a quest. I didn't really stay, or it's not
Right.
exactly a vacation, on my list of vacation spots. So,
Well, let's go talk to the innkeeper and see if
Yeah.
he knows anything, and if not, we can just go to ask for directions to the tavern. Who wants to ask the questions?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll go in and I'll talk to the tavern keep and
Okay.
say and try to find out if he'll tell us anything.
So you step on in, and behind the counter, you see a half-elven woman standing there, and Blaze, you would probably recognize the unusual features that she has, because she is. I don't know if it exists in 5th edition anymore, but she is a dragon disciple.
I don't know.
So-
I'd have to look. I don't remember.
So Dragon Disciple was like a bloodline or a prestige class you could pick for a spellcaster.
Yeah.
So she has like
I believe it's now called Draconic Bloodline. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I believe it's now called the Draconic Bloodline.
okay, but yes, so she is a Draconic bloodlined sorcerer.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's exactly what it is then. Yeah.
And has whitish blue, like the scales and everything is whitish blue. And she sees you approach and she's like, "Welcome. What can I get you? I assume you're here for either food or information, as you look like the adventuring sort."
You would be correct on both counts. Let's start with information though.
All right.
We need to get to the Temple of Ventic. Can you point us in that direction? Would you be willing to point us in that direction?
He kind of looks, past you. That it's like, well, I'm guessing it's not because you're going there for your worship service.
Indeed.
So I will gladly point the way. And she kind of pulls out a piece of parchment and she sketches you a very crude map, and hands it to you. And she hands it to you, but before she like fully takes her hand off, she says two things. One, clean up the place for me. Two, the cost of this map is you buy a meal. I'm not going to have any adventure going into the field hungry.
Clean out. Are you talking about cleaning out the temple?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to be clear on that because I don't know that I really want to clean your inn.
Oh, I have my kids for that.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's what you have them for, right?
Indeed. Well, in that case, then I don't see any issue with having a meal because we do need to do that, in fact. So
We've been traveling
very much.
so
I very much appreciate the information.
Not a problem.
How much is the meal?
We'll say it's 3 silver pieces
Puts me down to 0.
per person. And so she brings out 4 plates of food and some drink and even a small bowl of meat scraps for towels.
She throws 3 silver per person.
Much appreciated.
That took away my 3 silver that I had.
I'll pull 7 of the silver from the party fund because that's what this is for, and toss in the last 5 silver out of my own pocket, so nobody has to worry about it.
All right, let me put 3 back in.
You did well. You didn't give me a chance to say anything before you started, making changes. So
I was fine.
Your 3 silver in. You take your 3 silver out.
No, but just as a side note for everybody, that's what the party fund is for instances like this. There's no reason for you to spend your own money when we're on an adventure.
We got plenty of party money right now, for the most part.
80 gold and 5 copper left. Yes.
Sweet.
So.
Okay. So this is a really good food. In case you were curious.
I was actually.
That was really, really good. Wow. I'm full. Ooh. Ooh.
Compliments to the chef.
Mm-hmm. Is he from Detroit? Sorry.
I understood that reference.
That's a conversation for another time.
He works at a place called the Apparatus Room.
Legends say his DLT is to die for.
To get that, you'll have to listen to the podcast tomorrow.
Oh, and there you go, plugging it. Now the joke is ruined.
I was like,
wow.
the joke was started. We had to finish it.
Yeah, we had to.
Okay. So as you finish the meal, you still got enough time based off of the map. You still got enough time to get there. It's about, it's past high noon, but it's not. You probably have several hours until, sunset.
I gather the party and say, show them the map and say we need to go this way. So let's get going.
Let's.
Okay. So the map takes you down the ramps to the Undercity. And the Undercity is a stark contrast to the above ground portion of the city, as all this looks to be of dwarven craftsmanship. The tunnels actually get into the Undercity proper. The buildings all look to be of dwarven make. Buildings carved right out of the mountain, not like brick by brick. Very well made.
Mm-hmm.
It's here that you see a lot of the city's infrastructure buildings, like what would be the mayor's house, the docks, the warehouses, the nobles' quarter, is all that's down here. And the map takes you down by the docks, but there is a path leading, along the cliff's edge. And it takes you about an hour and a half to get there at a decent pace.
It's not bad.
It would have taken you less time, but this is kind of rough terrain. This is where the sea kind of, washes up against the cliff's edge. There's enough air to walk, but you kind of got to watch your footing a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it takes a bit longer. So, what are people doing, if anything, on the walk there? Are you just walking? Are you, walking, talking, what?
Well,
I'm
first,
just kind of taking in the scenery and the everything, but just also kind of. Is it when you say okay? The area, the Undercity, is it like a rough area? Like like I wouldn't go into it unarmed, or are we talking like it's just happens to be the warehouse district because it's the most convenient because of where the docks are at?
Yeah, so
it's not real dingy or anything.
No, it's not dingy. It's well lit. It's called the Undercity because it's underground.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a dangerous place. With there being, the nobles' quarter. I mean, sure, there are probably some back alleys that you would consider to be, hey, you might not want to go there at night.
Okay.
But as kind of a general rule,
it's
not.
It's just okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, so in that case, then I just kind of, while just kind of keeping an eye out because you just never know, even in the best of cities. Just kind of taking in the scenery and just kind of walking with the party. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
pretty much the same. I kind of want to do a skill check or a stealth check, but I don't think I need to while I'm in the city right now.
I mean, you can.
It wouldn't hurt to do it anyway.
But there's not really a need to.
Right.
People would look at you funny if you're just walking around, crouched throughout the whole city anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'd be walking through their crouch, but it'd be nice to know if I have a really good stealth right now. But I'll wait.
It would also be kind of irrelevant if you had a good stealth right now, because
correct, because I'd have to re-roll. Yeah.
Right.
I'm doing this pretty much the same as Blaze. Like, just maybe friendly chat with everybody a little bit as we go, but nothing really.
Okay, so you eventually make your way to the point on the map, and you see it's that was unusual.
That was interesting.
Was
that the Velociraptor?
Yes, we'll say that it just kind of makes a sound as it's maybe okay. So that sound was it kind of slips and lands in the water a little bit, and that was the sound that it makes as it slips.
Okay, fine, I get it. I'll WD-40 my chair. Jeez.
No, so you eventually find the point on the map that the innkeeper drew for you. It looks to be like a little cave into the cliffside. It's marked by there's a couple like shielded braziers that like it looks like you could light it, and even if water splashed against it, it would kind of stay lit, because they're like, look, we're not stupid, we're not going to just have torches out here that as soon as a wave comes along it's going to go out. But but there doesn't seem to be anybody standing outside.
Okay.
So
all right,
we'll now pull you
excuse me
to the map.
The map.
So you have you're standing kind of right inside the cave.
There. Oh, I had to find the entrance because I had to zoom in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Up at the top.
There we go. We're good. We're good.
Now, if that's not the order you want to be in, feel free to change your order up.
Well, since I am the scout, I probably should be up a little bit.
I guess I'm good where I am.
All right.
According to
Now I would like to do a stealth check.
Okay.
So, oh crap.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
going in front. What are you nuts?
My stealth.
Yeah.
Maybe on April Fools.
My stealth. Oh, it's right here. 22 altogether.
Okay.
I rolled a 15. So. All right. So,
So what are you doing?
I kind of want to check around and see if there's any traps within the entrance.
Okay. You're good.
We're good. All right. So I feel like I'm stealthy enough. I can, come over here and attach myself to the ceiling.
Okay.
I
You're
run
using
up-
your slippers of spider climb?
Yes. I run up the wall, up the ceiling, and I kind of come down here a little bit just to check out and quietly.
Okay.
Spider-Man,
was
Spider-Man.
Spider Phoenix. Spider Phoenix.
The Crocs of Spider Climb. You put them babies in the 4-wheel drive, right?
Yes, I did. I don't want to
Okay,
fall out of
check.
them. Shoot. But this gives me so much better clarity. Like I could be on the ceiling and just kind of spy. Who's gonna look up most of the time? Nobody.
I'm sorry, I'm revealing the area.
No, you're good. Oh,
There it is.
All right. Well,
Okay, let's see if those 4 see you.
man, I hope not. That'd be really awkward.
Hey, what's up? Besides
Me?
So,
Yeah.
so you guys hang on the ceilings often in this place? Or am I the only one?
So, okay. So, Phoenix,
Yes.
since you're the one doing this, even or odd?
Let's go even.
Oh, you got all right. So,
Oh no.
here's what you see as you kind of crawl forward on the ceiling. You see 4 cultists, standing around a campfire. You can tell they're cultists. One because they have a little name tag above their head that says, cultist on
Cultist.
it.
On the robe it says Cultist 1, Cultist 2, Cultist 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all seem to be kind of, just sitting here by this campfire talking. So on their perception check, one of them critically failed.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you had me so scared.
So not only does he not see you, he doesn't. So it's this one right here. He doesn't see, because if you see, there's like stuff there at his feet.
Yeah.
He doesn't see it, and he falls into the fire. And before he quickly gets out, but he does take a couple points of fire damage before he, darts to the other side. And now all the others are laughing at him, and they're like, hey, walk much, and, the normal stuff you'd say when somebody does something pretty stupid.
Okay. So since I kind of checked out the landscape, I come back here, come back and basically get back down off the ceiling and report to everybody else. Like there's a really moron cultist that likes to jump into the fire, and but there's 4 of them. One's a little damaged. I think the best course of action is to have me. How close can we get before they see us?
So right now, the only reason why they're not seeing you is because they're all kind of poking fun at, cultist 4.
Okay. So I'm going to tell them the best thing I can do is to probably resume where I was and try to take a sneak attack on the one that was injured. It'd have to take or I could sit there and wait for you guys to come in, because if you guys come in, they still won't see me, right? Because I'll be hidden.
Oh, was that a question to me?
That was a question to you.
Okay. Yes, correct. And so
Okay.
until you attack,
They won't see me.
they don't see you.
Okay.
Now that's whether you miss or hit.
Yeah.
Is that so?
So I think I should go in there, kind of set up, and then you guys stroll on in there, and once we get into our attack phase, I can attack, get a fast attack, and then boom, we'll get this started.
Sounds like a plan.
What do you guys think?
Do we want to try to distract them before we walk in?
That may be actually a good idea.
Because what I can do is I can do one of two things. I can either use control flames to make the campfire, do things, or I could use dancing lights like I've done to kind of distract them off to one side.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll let you guys decide that. But when I see my opportunity, I will attack. Does that sound good?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go take my place. When you guys decide, just do your thing. Oops. Yes, I am there, by the way. I am right there. All right. So I got to see a good spot. Let's go right here. That's a good spot to hit. And I stay. Stay, Phoenix. Stay.
Yeah.
I think dancing lights would be better, right? Because if you have it like control flame, they'll still kind of be like looking in our general direction because there's not really anything to catch on fire except for themselves. So if you want to do dancing lights past the campfire, that might give us enough time to rush them.
Well, keep in mind with control flames, it doesn't just make the fire more fiery. I can use it to do like illusions with the fire. My thought is
okay.
it's a bunch of guys in a cave. Let's make it dance like a beautiful woman, or look like a beautiful woman, kind of a thing.
So, as you're sitting there doing that, and Phoenix moves into his location, that guy here, he sees you, Phoenix.
What?
Well, never mind.
So he sees you because before you were up here. You entered like right into their sight path.
So I screwed up.
And well, I mean, you're still up on the ceiling, but it was kind of like he saw, something move out of his peripheral vision when he looked up. Is when he saw you. So, initiative.
Daggone it.
So much for that plan.
Oh.
What am I? Oh, yeah. What am I looking for?
I rolled a 2. With my 3, that's a 5.
Wow.
Okay. Hydraulis.
I was really hoping to go first on that one.
I got an 18 altogether.
Ignis. Mm-hmm. Ignis.
He's counting.
Oh, sorry. That's a 10. That's a 10.
Okay. Blaze.
19.
Okay.
Does the raptor have?
It's the same. It's the same initiative as mine.
Okay. Cool. You knew right where I was asking. Thank you.
Okay. So, Phoenix, you do not go last. Just so you know.
Well, yeah, because they see me first.
No, you did not get the worst initiative.
Oh, okay. Wow, really?
So, first up is Blaze.
Yeah, I was like, well, crap. Okay. Since we don't really have much of a choice now at this point, I'm going to grab the right tool here. Yeah, I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that saw Phoenix.
Okay.
Ooh, if
right dice, so.
If he takes out that one, I mean, is it safe to say that he told the others, or maybe?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he told the
As
others.
soon as because he kind of pointed up at you and said something, and
Okay.
the others kind of turned and looked.
There's a guy on the ceiling.
He's wearing slippers.
He's wearing Crocs.
Crocs. He's wearing Crocs.
Okay. That's why I
Look,
figured, but
he's got them in 4-wheel drive. Get him!
Yeah, he's got all-wheel drive. It's 11 force damage.
Okay. That ends his life.
Ooh, that's actually not bad.
Vaporized.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. It is now Hydraulis' turn.
Move your butt. Get up here, buddy.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't do much except for I guess dash and move.
Well, it's from where we're at. You're at about 60 to the closest, so that's about all you'd be able to do is move and dash.
Yeah. All right.
I measured.
Yeah.
It. That's how
I
moved.
rush up, and right before I get to the cultist, I like heel over and I'm out of breath.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay, give me a moment.
just a second.
All right. So that one that you just walked up on, it's his turn now. He's going to turn around. He's going to attack you.
I said, just give me a second.
And he did. He gave you 1 second.
Fair enough.
That is a miss. Big time.
How big?
It wasn't a critical miss.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Darn.
I just like to see that you dodge it and like I thought I told you to wait.
It is now Cultist 2's turn. And he is going to
Of
flank you.
course. Fair enough. Understandable.
It's all right.
And you didn't tell him to wait a second.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he misses too.
I just like to imagine that the reason they missed is because I stand up straight a little bit after heaving, and then the first guy misses, and then I go back to heaving again, and then the second guy misses.
It's comedy of errors. I love it.
Okay. It is now Ignis' turn.
All right. Okay, so move a couple paces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I loosen an arrow right into the back of this guy's head.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is ooh.
That one.
That is 13 damage.
Oh, dang. Nice.
Nice, dude.
He is DED dead.
I got you, buddy.
Thumbs up. Thanks.
And that's my turn. Oh, and I guess since also Talos is with me, I guess he just kind of lags behind right here.
Okay.
I don't have him do anything. And that's my
Okay.
turn.
All right. So it seems that this combat has drawn the attention
Oh.
Of course it has.
of another person.
Good thing he's on the other side of that thing.
But he can still shoot.
Oh,
Oh shoot!
Exactly.
literally.
Don't tell him to shoot.
You see what I did there?
Oh, and Hydraulis, what is your armor class?
It is 18.
Oh, that is a hit.
Ow.
You should have said 370.
I wish.
That number is so incomprehensible you cannot possibly think of hitting me.
You feel you are hit from behind with an arrow for 3 points of piercing damage.
Cheap shot.
And he says something in some language.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up.
Some
okay.
language.
Ah, my fin!
You now have a piercing in your fin.
Ow!
Just one of many.
It is now enemy 3's turn.
I'll do that.
And enemy 3, since you're right there in an easy target, they're coming for you. They can't.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to climb up the wall to get to Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix is about to come down though. So
That is a hit as well
All right.
for 5 points of slashing
Oof.
damage.
oof.
Oh, yum.
As he has a particularly wicked-looking dagger, like most cultists would have.
Yeah. After he slashes me, I say, "Aha! That looks generic, like every other cultist I know."
Like we got him on discount. That cultists are us.
Discount. We got him in bulk.
It is now Phoenix's turn.
All right, I have a question. So if I take time to get off of the ceiling from where I'm at, does that take like say one space, like of moving?
It would take. That would be.
So I'm right next to a wall.
To get onto the floor would be basically 3 spaces.
Really? Jeez.
Well, the wall is about 10 feet high.
He could be worse about it. He could say that it takes an action.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could just drop.
Yeah, but don't I need athletics for that?
That's
No.
10 feet of fall damage.
But you take fall
And the
damage.
possibility of prone.
So I mean, you can't just say, I let go of the ceiling and I just fall. And that wouldn't take anything except damage. And, your dignity.
Depending on what I roll, right?
And mockery from us later.
All right, I'm gonna to save my spaces from moving. I'm just gonna drop from the ceiling.
Okay. So I won't make you roll to see if you land prone. I'm going to say you at least land on your feet because you're doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
But it really hurts.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's the dreaded sting.
You take 11 points of fall damage.
Are you
11?
What?
God.
For 10 feet?
You landed
Yeah.
wrong, man.
I tried to
Oh.
warn you.
Ah, he
You
rolled an
landed
ankle.
extremely.
All right.
I rolled
Well,
I rolled max damage basically.
all
I tried
right.
to warn
Well, I'm I didn't think that I'd get 11 points of damage. Like for real, for just dropping 10 feet knowing I was dropping. My gosh. That's
Anything is
harsh.
possible in D&D, man.
I
You
guess
gotta-
so.
gotta be more wise about your decisions in the future.
All right. So since I'm behind him, I got the advantage. I am going to shoot him with if I use my light bow,
If you're using it in melee, you would get disadvantage.
but I don't get disadvantage because of the thing though, right?
No, that's a feat. You do
Oh.
not have that feat yet.
Not
would be
yet,
at level
okay.
4.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my short sword. And
so to use your short sword, you will have to drop your bow. Because you don't have enough actions to stow your bow and draw your short sword and attack. You can drop it and draw your short sword and attack.
Man. All right, I drop it and I pull my short sword.
Okay.
And let's roll. That's 1. Let's roll again. All right. I freaking I add it with the 5, right? I got an 11.
11 total.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
So I guess I can't do sneak attack now, right?
No, so yeah, you missed. Sneak attack is damage.
Okay, yeah, so all right, well then that's pretty much it. I can't do anything else.
Okay. And the person that would have gone last now has a Eldritch Blast hole in his chest. So it is back to the top with Blaze.
An Eldritch sized or an Eldritch Blast sized hole sitting in his chest.
You
Am I too
blasted
far
his
away to
hole.
have heard the cultists say the words that they were saying?
Yeah, you heard it.
I heard. Okay.
Yeah.
Since it didn't recognize, it's not common Elven or Draconic, is it?
Correct.
Okay. So since I didn't hear that, but it would be really nice to know what they say. I'm going to really screw myself if I do that, but you know what? You guys can handle it. No, you know what? I'm not.
I was gonna say
I lied.
you guys can handle it, huh?
Well, you guys can handle it. I'm not worried about it. But you know what? No, I'm not going to do that just yet. What I wanted to do, I'm going to put. I'm
You
going to
don't
put
say.
hex. Yeah, I'm going to put hex up on this one right here in front of Hydralis,
Okay.
and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the same guy.
Okay.
So that is a 20, dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That would be nice max damage. 14. Whoa.
Dead.
He dead anyways.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's 14. I didn't add my hex damage yet, though. When
Oh,
I add my hex damage,
He's not mostly
20
dead, he's dead.
20 points of force, or 14 points of force and 6 points of necrotic. Talk about rolling max. That's nice.
So 20. What a waste.
And then, it really is kind of a waste.
Okay. So he's dead.
See, Hydralis, look what I gave you advantage at least.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something really funny with it.
Okay. And it is Hydralis' turn.
Okay. Can I theoretically grab the cultist, pick him up, and throw him at the other cultist that's like fairly far, but mostly aim for the wooden spikes? I think those are spikes.
That would be an athletics check.
All right. Let me see. Athletics. Okay.
Because humor is awesome.
Altogether, I got 18.
Yes.
Right. So go ahead and give me a strength check. See how hard you throw this guy.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that. That was a 7.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Where is? For my strength check, I add 4, right?
It's whatever your strength modifier would be.
Modifier. Okay, yeah. Altogether, I have 17.
Okay. So you pick this guy up, and he starts to wriggle and ground. Like, hey, let me go. And when you throw him, he lands. It kills him because you've impaled him on the spikes, and his head kind of snaps back at an awkward angle, and he's kind of looking at his friend, and like his last words, he says something you don't understand. And the guy behind the barricade looks a bit
Worried?
He's not happy. Yeah, he's a bit worried right now.
Can I
go ahead.
Can I taunt him?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna jeer.
You shoot my fin again, you're next.
Okay. And with that, it is a good moment to pause for break because it is about 3:30.
Cool.
And it is that time.
All right, guys. We will be back in about 5 minutes. So go take a leak or whatever you need to do. Grab a drink, grab some food, and we'll be back in right around 5 minutes. Sound good?
Sounds gooder.
Yep.
All right, Z, you're in charge. I know you can't talk, but no one else can either because I'm getting ready to mute the whole channel. So until we return, Aluzi is in charge. See you then, guys. See you in a few. All right, guys, we're back in Shadow. By the way, I wasn't sure if you were still attentive or not because you were saying that you were working on a mod pack for Minecraft. So I wasn't sure. That's why I put Z in charge. But apparently Z is awful quiet. So, I'm glad you're here, brother. Anyways, we're back and we're ready to get things rolling. Literally rolling, of the die.
Boo.
Boo. And
Boo.
I went and got me some of these little mini cheeseburgers that are square. Because we don't have them out here. I've got some frozen ones, and it is what it is. Anyways, White Castles. let's go.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to go get White Castle. Thanks for that. Phoenix.
You're welcome.
Oh no, you've anchored the DM.
Look, the DM is hungry.
Mm.
The DM
Galactus
hungers.
feed.
Galactus. All right, Galactus.
Dude.
What's up?
All right, so I believe we left off with Hydralis, correct?
Yes.
He just chucked
Okay.
the spike,
Yeah.
the guy into the spikes. Yeah.
He used
Yeah, and I insulted the other dude.
he used the throw cultist action.
Mhm.
Okay.
He was like, "Your
so-
mama's a snowblower." I don't know what that meant, so go ahead.
25,
Oh,
It's a snowball.
30. So another guy enters the field, having heard the commotion and the call from his comrades as he was so rudely, impaled. And he is going to shoot at, let's see. Oh, he shoots a Hydralis.
thank goodness.
All right.
Thank
I was
goodness.
gonna say. I mean, yeah, that's better me than Phoenix.
Exactly.
And he misses.
Chump.
It is now Ignis's turn.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Round this right here, right next to Hydralis, and I shoot an arrow at this man hiding right there.
Okay. You will get disadvantage because you're trying to shoot through the barricade.
Fair enough. That is.
He is greater than disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that's already a miss. My first roll is a 2, and my second roll is an 8. So yeah, that misses.
Okay,
Okay.
he is not greater than a disadvantage.
All right.
Oh,
Don't
I
forget-
forgot about Talos.
So say, don't forgive it about him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that,
Okay. It is now enemy 5's turn. And you know what? He's going to run.
Run away.
Wow, great.
Getting a strange sense of deja vu.
And so after he goes, it is now okay. So he is dead.
You are
Oh.
dead.
It is now Phoenix's turn.
Already? All right, well,
Well, I mean, all the other glow rank conditions you guys have killed already, so I can bring him back if you want.
no, I'm good. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over here and climb back up on the wall on the ceiling, like up here, so they can't get to me.
That'll take all your movement, just because all that stuff there would also classify as difficult terrain.
Ah, crap. Never mind. I'm just gonna move back here, and then I'm gonna fire at this guy.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute!
With
No!
With
Crap!
What?
I need to pick up my bow.
Mm-hmm.
That's an action, right?
To pick it up and equip it, yes.
So I still have my movement then.
You still have your movement.
All right, so I'm going back over here and going back up on the ceiling. I can't do anything else, so might as well. I forgot about my bow until Blaze said something, thankfully.
Okay, so back to the top. It is Blaze's turn.
There's gotta be an easier way to do this. Wait, what? That's not right. There we go. That one there. I'm going to move down here. I will transfer my hex to this gentleman right here.
Yep.
And Eldritch Blast. So that's a
Okay.
19 to hit,
That hits.
which would make that a 7 force, 5 necrotic.
He is dead. He is DED dead.
Dead. And that's what I got.
Okay. Hydraulis.
Okay.
That guy would have been better off not coming out of the shadows, that's for sure.
Can I get there without dashing? I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can. However, we don't know what's on the other side of him.
Yeah.
Maybe get in javelin range.
He is within javelin range.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll chuck a javelin at him. All right, that is okay. Okay, altogether, ooh, that's 10.
That misses.
Yeah.
I just hate for you to
Oh.
go over there and then there be a lot more stuff because I guarantee there is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's not
Okay.
much else I can do, so.
It is now Ignis's turn.
All right.
Excuse me.
So 1, 2, 3. No, wait. No, wait. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and I shoot an arrow at the man.
Okay.
Did that open up any
That
Vision.
is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that is 12 damage.
And he is DED dead.
So now we're out of combat right now, yes?
I was about to
Correct.
ask that.
I'm going to drop the
What's-
concentration on my hex. And I'm going to burn another spell slot and cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
Or wait, you know what? No. Do I need to, since we're not in combat, do I need to burn a spell slot?
I mean, if you're casting this, if you want, I don't know how long it takes to cast it as a ritual.
That's true. I would have to do it as a ritual if I did it that way.
And I believe that's like a long period of time to do it.
Oh no, it is a ritual. It is a ritual spell. It's a first level divination ritual spell. Casting time of 1 action. So I could do it and not burn a spell slot.
So
Then you know what? I'm not gonna drop hex since I don't have to burn a spell slot. No, I do because it's concentration. So yeah, I'm gonna drop hex and I'm gonna do comprehend languages.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Alrighty.
I want to use a potion, a regular one, not the bougie one, or not the bougie, the budget one.
Okay.
That gives me 10, right? So I'm back to.
Forgot about Talos.
Well,
26.
it's not. You have to roll for it. It's not.
Oh, I thought if it's out of combat and I just take the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. So if you're, it's how you're drinking it that matters.
Yeah, I'm slowly drinking it, making sure to gulp up every little bit. I even licked the bottle clean.
Okay.
Wants all of those HP.
So I'm back
And
to 26.
we sit there and watch, Phoenix tongue a bottle.
Ugh.
As they all get jealous of my skills.
Not in front of the young dinosaur.
I'm also going to re-roll for stealth.
Okay.
Oh, man. I got a 14 altogether.
All right.
It's not that good. But I don't realize it's not that good. All right, I'm still on.
What if I try and roll one? I guess my stealth isn't exactly the best, but I have
You
like
should try.
I have a 3. I have a 3 in my stealth, so I mean, I guess. Here, let me give it a shot.
Anything better than 14, right?
That's even worse for me. That's a 7, and then with the 3, that's a 10. So I got worse stealth than you on the roll.
Well, I'm still on the, you know, the ceiling.
The ceiling? Yes, I guess.
Can like me and hold on. Can me and Blaze see how bad like their stealth is, and then tell them just to stop, or we're just like, yeah, no, you guys got this.
I mean, you can still see him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like there's anything for them to hide behind.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like right now,
Yes.
especially Ignis, he's out in the open.
Yeah.
His stealth is mainly moving quietly.
Oh, okay.
Which means not humming the theme to Mission Impossible.
Correct.
That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to do or not do.
All right. Is there anything in the room, like searching wise?
I mean, you
Are
could
you
loot
gonna
the
take the time
bodies,
to
but
search
like,
the room?
I have to come off the ceiling.
There's a door over here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start looting bodies.
All right.
What
Well,
about those
Mr.
sweet robes?
Trap man, you wanna check the store?
Okay.
Which door? Which door?
The one that's right in front of me.
So, as Blaze starts to loot the bodies,
Oh yeah, this is gonna end good.
a
Oh no.
call rings out. Intruders! Stop them! And it comes from. No, that's the wrong tool. This direction.
all right. Where are you?
I can't
Just
speak
quit moving
common.
your token, Phoenix.
I'm on the ceiling still.
Quit hiding behind me.
And so we now re-enter combat.
Oh boy.
Same initiative.
If you want to keep the same initiative, you can.
I'd rather
I mean,
not.
You want to reroll? I mean, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'd rather
I was gonna
reroll.
say.
You want to reroll?
Alright.
I do,
Yeah.
but it's a group
Alright,
thing,
then-
so
Then roll them.
all right.
That's fine.
Ooh, that's
point
so much better.
Point of order, DM.
21.
The intruders call that we heard, was that in the language that nobody understood and that I only understood, or did everybody understand it?
Everybody understood it.
All right, just checking.
Okay, cool. So my joke's
Wait, what did you get, Phoenix?
21.
I also got a 21.
Nice.
Okay, then I guess we swap places because I have 8.
So Hydraulics got an 8. Ignis, you got a 21. Phoenix, you got a 21. Who has the higher dex between you two?
I have a 6. Wait, that's
You got
in
six
save.
dexterity?
Sorry, that's saving throw. Sorry, I always screw those up.
Is that the modifier for? Or wait, no.
Your score. Who
I
has
have a
the higher
16. I have a 16 for dexterity.
I have a 17.
score? So
You go first.
Phoenix goes first.
So, all right. I can't
hold on.
see.
It's not your. Well, Blaze, what'd you get?
22.
Oh well, guess who really goes first?
All right, there you go. then.
Sorry, guys.
Are you sure? Are you sure
Yeah.
that you're a spellcaster?
I swear to you, I am. I'm just rolling really high on initiative today.
Phoenix, give him his dagger.
I'm above him and I drop it to him like, here, no, catch.
Five. So
I'm rolling unusually high for my initiatives today.
I am not rolling very well today. Like, it's not a good day for me.
Like I generally roll between like a 16 and like an 18, and I'm now hitting like 18s and 19s and 20s. It's stupid.
Yeah, by the way, I'm not coming off the ceiling this time. I'll just fire.
You're dancing on the ceiling.
I'm gonna fire from up here. Yes.
He's celebrating.
I'm disappointed nobody gets that reference.
I do.
I got it.
We're old. Don't you know that?
Right? That's
All right. All right. So,
It's a horrible
Listen,
video and a
oh.
horrible song, but
excuse you.
that video was so cheesy and you know it.
I mean,
That's why you like it.
Okay, we're not. We have to. More important things.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So, Blaze, it is your turn.
I have no target at this point if we're in combat, so I am going to hold my action until we have a target.
Okay. All righty. Ignis.
I should probably get a better positioning.
But where?
So, yeah, but where is the question? I think I'm going to
I was gonna
maybe
say,
go up
if-
here just a little bit. Maybe right there.
Because I
Okay.
think
I
that
don't
they're
wanna-
either
I
going to
don't wanna-
come
I don't
from
wanna get-
here or here, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get caught off guard. So I'm just gonna kind of like center myself a bit.
Okay.
So I think right here is good.
I look at Blaze and say, "You had to search the bodies, didn't you?"
Yeah.
Phoenix, it is your turn.
All right. Since I am on the ceiling, I can cross over this without any damage, right?
Yes.
All right. I kind of want to come over here and kind of sneak around and see if I can peek around and look.
Okay.
I doubt there's going to be anything coming out of those hallways because I think that one loops back around because that's where that
I was
other
gonna
cultist
say,
ran through.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
somebody ran out from over there. So
That's the cultist that ran from behind
Yeah.
the barricade.
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 more moves I can make. I want to move up right here and see if I can see more around the corner. All right, so far nothing. All right, last move, because that's all I got, is this one right here, and I want to peek around the corner as well. See if
Doesn't
there's
really
any.
reveal anything more because you didn't really change your view from anything. So,
All right, well, I'm done then.
Okay.
Because I can't really do anything else.
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out
Yeah.
where they're coming from. That's the main thing.
So, the first thing is the same voice that you heard before says something that only Blaze can understand. And what it translates into is, your duty is not done. And all these guys stand back up.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's I tell them that we're dealing with a necromancer and he just raised the dead.
Why can't he just raise the roof?
Dubstep.
Oh, we're so stupid.
Yeah, laughing in the face of imminent death.
Yes.
Okay.
Now bringing these back up, are these zombie? You know what? We'll find out.
You will find out.
Yep.
Let's see. It is now. Okay. Let me.
Poor Ignis. He's surrounded.
All right. So give me. I got to mark since I've got so many. That's one. I've got to mark the order of the enemies because I've got a lot of them. All right. So, now that I've got that figured out, I need a pulling thread. So this guy, he moves up here to you, Blaze,
Uh-oh.
and he is going to attack you.
Does that resolve in the right order?
What do you
I'm
mean?
holding. I held my action till we had a target.
Correct.
Okay.
If there's a target, if you're wanting to use your action, say something.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. No. That's fine. Yeah. No. I'll Eldritch Blast this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
You know, the one, basically that one that was going to move up on me.
Yeah, got it. So roll to hit.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because you were doing stuff before we.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure you didn't forget. Is
Yeah.
basically it.
Don't fail.
18 to hit,
That is a hit.
Yes.
and that would be 8 force damage.
He is blasted into dust.
Okay.
Okay. So that removes him. Okay.
I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
The second one.
I will be moving back though.
And he's going to attack you, Ignis, since you are flanked. That is a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
Oof.
Number 4.
Hey, get
Hey,
away.
Another one.
Go away.
Blowing.
Yes.
Hey,
Go
Get out of
away.
here!
Well, unbeknownst to you, that one is still alive. That one isn't deceased.
Oh. Well, I tried.
So you'd just be blowing hot air into a living cultist's face.
Well, maybe
He's like,
this
"Dude,
stuff
come
gave
on,
me
man."
really big garlic breath that last meal we ate, so maybe that'll kill him.
Have a rotten day.
Grinch.
Yeah.
Let's see. That was that guy. Then there's that guy.
Sweet.
This is getting
Yeah.
unpleasant.
Bring it.
Don't sing it. Bring
The
it.
guy on the other side of you, Ignis, is going to attack you.
All right.
17.
Oh.
Nope.
Right.
Nice.
What's your armor class? 18?
19.
Oh dang.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. So I hope you guys kill some of these soon, quickly, because I got a lot here I got to keep track of.
I'll try and get on that.
Well, based on past history here, I got a sneaking suspicion I got at least one shot every one of my targets. So
This guy will pull himself off the spikes
That's metal.
and come for Blaze.
okay, I'll let that happen this time.
But would that take a whole turn to pull yourself off the
No.
spikes?
No begrudging hatred against me, the guy who did it?
He has a cold, dead, expressionless face. But he does.
Fair enough.
He looks very much like Phoenix does every day. So
That's not wrong. I mean,
cold, dead, expressionless face.
how I feel inside too. I mean, what?
Okay. The attacking? Did I miss that? Oh, you were still moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
He missed.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I was gonna say, how can? Never mind. You're the DM. I'm not questioning that.
I rolled a 10, basically. is
Yeah, he
what it
missed. Trust me. Yeah. That's...
Well, no. My question was, how could he pull himself off the spikes and still have a full turn to attack?
Because he's undead. Deal with it.
Okay.
Undead are relentless, didn't you hear?
Look, you're talking to Zombie about zombies.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
A weird way. That's kind of like cultural
Oh, look.
appropriation.
Look, there's another one.
Oh.
And another one.
Bring it.
You know,
Bring
now,
it.
now would be a great time for a fireball.
I know, and I don't have it yet.
Where's the thunder blast when you need it or whatever?
Right?
Thunderwave.
Thunder wave, yeah. This would be perfect.
Zayla had to skip out on this one.
Hydralis, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run right here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna chop this skeleton in half, maybe.
Okay.
Hadn't used it.
Like, remember, you
That
have
is-
advantage.
Yeah. Okay. That alone is 21. Okay, yeah, I get 21.
That's a miss. No.
Oh, wow.
That's a hit.
I'd be concerned.
Right.
I'd be running towards the door. Either the I'm sorry, guys. See ya.
Alright.
That's a hit. How much damage?
8.
Excellent.
You dust him.
Nice.
Okay. He comes up to you and attacks. Oh. What's your armor class?
18. I don't like the sound of that.
That's a hit. You take 7 bludgeoning damage. And I
Ow.
need you to make a constitution save.
Oh, fun. Okay. Okay, I got 21 altogether.
You pass. And nothing else happens. All right, last enemy. 25, 30.
Oh.
And Blade, or Ignis. Coming after you.
All right.
That's definitely a miss. As I don't think an 8 hits you.
No. I'd say
Uh,
he kind of pitifully swung at me. I don't know how. but
he gets some undead slime on your armor.
Great.
Blaze,
That definitely gave me mental damage.
it is your turn, Blaze.
Blaze. Okay. I am going to use magic missile. I'm
Okay.
going to target the one in front of me and the 2 surrounding Ignis.
Okay.
So since they auto hit and they are 1d4 plus 1, that is a 5 on the one that's in front of me. Force. That is a 4. That's on the one to the right of Ignis. Force. And there is 5 on the one that's in front of Ignis. Force.
All 3 dead.
Cool. And I'm done.
Okay.
My work here is done.
He's like, I'm spent.
It's over. I'm done.
Okay. That
I've
clears
got
out
the
some
high
enemies for
ground.
me to deal with. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, as soon as you said, hopefully you guys kill this quick, I went, I think I can.
He's gonna be
Okay.
like, what can I say except you're welcome?
All right.
Oh, that's a different one. Oh,
The cultists emerge and he is pulling somebody behind him, dragging them with like a chain. He's pulling them along, like, come on, get up here.
Great.
The,
Hostage situation.
the woman clearly does not want to be here.
look at that expression on her face. Of course she doesn't.
And he casts Bless
Oh.
on his allies.
Great.
What's that do?
Blaze, if you would be so kind.
For Bless, it is an additional d4 of damage, if I remember correctly.
It's to hit.
Or it's to hit, that's it. Which means it gives him a greater chance to hit.
It's to hit
So-
and to saves, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be more difficult.
Yeah, it gives him a better chance to hit.
Okay. So that was his turn.
Bless you.
as the cave burps. It's like a bad
Layer
soap
action.
opera. As the cave
Initiative
burps.
count 20.
As the cave burps. Gosh.
All right. Guy on Hydraulis is going to attack him. And you get some undead slime on your armor as well. Okay. So. And he is shooting, since there are two of you there. Oh, he's going after Ignis.
Yikes.
And
No, not Dingus.
Dingus
That-
Pringus.
that misses
Aha, he's the Dingus.
barely.
Barely. Yeah, I can feel it whiz past my head.
And let's see, who is this next guy shooting? He is shooting at Blaze. And he misses as well.
I'll take misses.
They're not very blessed, are they?
Well, I mean, you have two high armor class people in front. One, which is what you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
But these are just
Why-
cultists. They're not like.
Why do you think I'm behind everybody all the time?
And who is this guy shooting at? Blaze. And he hits, actually.
What do you roll?
No, sorry. Hydraulis.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I keep saying Blaze because you're first on the initiative order.
Nah, it's cool. I get it. I would do the same thing.
And Hydraulis, you take 3 damage as you are shot with an arrow. Okay.
Ow.
So then
Pull it out and stab somebody in the eye with it.
he can. So this guy. Will miss completely. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat?
No, no.
That's really neat right there.
The DM smiles.
No.
Ignis,
What's up?
you get a critical hit.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
That is 11 piercing damage.
11.
11, that is correct.
All right. Yep.
Okay. And so that is the enemies.
Okay. Blaze's turn, right? Not Blaze. Ingus.
Dingus?
Dingus.
I think it was either Dingus or Phoenix.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ignis,
Yep.
not Dingus. Ignis.
What about anus?
Dingus.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Okay. Well, no point beating around the bush. Let's see. Okay. So, I'll just take an arrow and shoot at this guy right here.
Okay.
That is a it's a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, thought so. I'm just gonna stand my ground. No point.
Okay. Phoenix.
Hold on. Oh,
Bueller.
sorry, I'm just measuring stuff. All right, I'm gonna. Oops, that's still the wrong. Ah, blame it. There we go. I'm gonna move down here, and I'm still on the ceiling, obviously, and I'm gonna aim at the same one that that Dingus aimed at. Ignis. Sorry. Dang it! I missed. I got a nat 3, so nothing added onto that's gonna help me.
All right. Hydraulis.
Okay. Does is protection an action?
Let me take a look at it.
Because I was looking at it in my thing, and it doesn't say.
Spell?
Okay, so it's a reaction.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
yeah, when a creature you see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield.
Okay.
So, an ally or someone you're trying to protect has to be within base-to-base contact of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna scoot up next to Ignis. I want to use lay on hand. Can I heal? Can I heal myself and him at the same time, or is it
No.
just once? No, just once.
So you do multiple targets, not on the same action.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's your lay on hands. It's a pool of hit points.
Yep.
So you can say I heal him one of the pool, or
Yeah.
however many.
How many hit points do you have right now, Assassin?
Right now I'm 25 of 36.
25, 36. Okay.
You're still going pretty strong.
Yeah, I'm going alright.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna stay right there. Can I attack the one that's like kitty corner to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to attack him.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Hold on. This might be completely useless, but it would still be really funny. Oh, where is it?
What are you looking for?
Turn the unholy. As an action,
Ooh.
you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. Censoring fiends and undead using your channel divinity. Each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must take a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And what is your wisdom save?
It is. I would roll it and then.
No, so actually here, here's spellcasting ability is wisdom, or no, it's charisma. Sorry, it's 10. Okay, so
Okay.
he makes it.
Ah, shoot. Okay.
So yep. You try to turn undead, but he just kind of laughs
Oh.
in an undead sort of manner.
Under the spell in general.
Not to be a Debbie Downer, guys, but this is looking pretty bad.
This is looking bad.
Sally, fuck. For those that for Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so back to the top. Blaze, it is your turn.
I'm gonna put Hexblade's Curse up on the priest.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
So we roll. Nat 20.
Oh,
Oh,
Roll damage.
The comeback.
All right. So
we were merely the
2,
distraction.
8. 8 force total.
Yeah.
Is what I roll. So
Now, is that doubled or?
that how do you handle crits?
I typically you roll twice.
Okay. S- 10, 12, 12 and 8 is 20 force damage. Total
All
in
right.
both rolls.
He died. He just folds.
You're welcome. And again. And
Checks
again,
out.
my work is done.
you should change your name to MVP.
Right.
Okay. So, Ignis, it is your turn because I realized I went out of order last time.
All right. I'll just fire an arrow straight ahead at that guy right there.
Okay.
That is. Where the heck did that go?
I don't know.
No, 17.
Hopefully
That's
that
a
hit the lady.
22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
All right, and then that is. 3. That is 8 damage.
Dead.
And then I guess I command Talos to go up and hey, hold on, how much is his speed? Okay, same as mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I command him to hang out back with Blaze to, keep him company.
Okay.
And that's our turn.
I thought you were gonna send him into battle. I'm like, what?
No, absolutely not. Not yet.
uh-huh.
His first mission, this is way too much.
Uh-huh.
I don't want him catching a stray.
Okay. So, Phoenix, it is your turn.
All right.
Hey, real quick before you go, Phoenix. When Talos runs up next to me or behind me or wherever he's at, I guess behind me, I just kind of reach back and scratch the top of his head and say, "Hey there, little guy." Okay, sorry, flavor.
I move up one just to secure the line, even though I'm on the roof or on the ceiling, and I'm
Dancing on the ceiling.
and I'm gonna go after this guy.
Okay.
That's a 20. Well, it's a dirty 20.
Hits.
All right, and where's my? This is the 8, I think. It's weird because I'm not used to using the 8 die for my rolls anymore since I got this light expo. Let's see. That's 6 piercing damage
Total?
total. Yes.
Dead. Okay. So that is them two gone. Alrighty. So now that I've got 3 targets, that is a miss on Phoenix.
Ooh.
A miss on Ignis. Yeah, another miss on Ignis.
Ow, come on.
And a hit on the girl that is next to them as one of them turns and shoots at her.
That's not fair.
She catches an arrow in the knee. And she can no longer be an adventurer.
That's a knee slapper right there.
Yep.
A real jokester. You see an innocent woman get shot in the knee. Well, she won't be doing any adventuring.
Oh my god.
A real knee slapper.
My
And-
character didn't say that. Okay, I'm just saying.
Hydralis, you get more zombie slime on your armor.
Yeah, get off me.
Maybe you should do something about that.
And it is back to you, Hydralis.
All right.
Take care of this guy.
I'm gonna clobber this skeleton in the
I was gonna
face.
say-
Can I move after I use my action?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna break his limbs. All right.
Good job.
That is 15 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right.
Oh,
That
oh.
is that's 9 damage.
You dust him.
All right, nice. Okay.
When did Hydralis
Can
become French?
I... I'm gonna run right here,
Look at
Okay.
you.
and then can I? Am I still able to cast protection on the woman, or no?
So it's not a spell that you cast.
It's a reaction.
It's a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
And you are right next to her, so I mean that should count, right? Even though it's like
Yep.
diagonal.
You're within 5 feet. That's all it specifies.
All right.
All right. So back to the top. Blaze.
Oh, again already? Sweet.
Who you gonna obliterate this time?
Right.
Please do.
One spell, one kill.
Right. That's been about what it's been. Except the time that it was, 1 spell, 3 kills. You know what,
Yeah.
let's try to do. Oh, I don't want to burn that many spell slots. So we're not done yet. I'm just going to. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's at the end of the line. Where's my tool here? This one, this guy right here.
Okay. Blast away.
So, well, as long as I can keep my die on the table, I will. 3 and 6 is 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that will be 9 and 4 is 13 force damage.
DED dead.
When he counts up, I keep thinking he's gonna be like 64 damage. Like he gone.
Give me 3 more levels, and that will be about what I do. Yes.
Oh jeez. Yeah, but 3 more levels and we'll be facing tougher stuff. So
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that is another anemone dead.
an anemone.
Anemone.
We're down to 3 that we can
Alright.
see.
Yep. Ignis.
All right. So was the guy who Blaze just murked? Was that the one who shot her?
Yes.
Good. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. All right. Well, back to business then. I guess I'll move up a bit. So 3, and I shoot an arrow into this guy right here.
Yep.
That is 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that is 13 damage.
DED dead.
And I guess for Talos, I guess he's just still gonna be sitting there right next to Blaze. So that's our turn.
Okay. Phoenix.
All right, I'm gonna move, kind of follow suit. Move over here. Still on the ceiling, of course.
Yeah.
Going after this guy.
Okay.
Come on,
Not-
luck be a lady
Not,
tonight.
Not this guy?
Actually, he is the one that can actually take out her a little bit easy. Yeah, I'm gonna go after. I'm
No.
gonna.
Well, remember, sneak attack. He's within 5 feet of an ally.
Ah, so I'd have to come down here, right?
No.
It just.
Sneak attack
I'm
is
sorry.
extra damage.
I'm sorry. I don't get that sometimes. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
like
It's
he's
alright,
literally reminding me right now, and he shouldn't be.
You're
But thank you.
You're
takes some
fine.
getting-
Sneak attack is extra damage, so
All right, I'm
You
gonna
have to
sneak
remember.
attack this one, but I first got to roll to see if I can actually hit him. So, and that is a 23.
That is a hit.
All right, so that means I roll 1 d8. And then 2d6. So I rolled an 8 for, so 8, 9. I mean, it really doesn't matter because
he's dead anyway.
yeah, but you know what? Since we went all that way, I want to roll just to see what I would have gotten. So it'd have been 11 piercing damage, and then 2 and 5 more sneak attack damage.
Okay.
so it was
So-
17 piercing total.
Yes.
Okay. So that leaves just one guy. One
You screwed, buddy.
pitiful cultist.
That we
And
know of. Oh.
You
He's,
poor
he's making a break for it.
That's the wrong person to make a
Raptor,
break
bite his
for.
ankles.
Blaze, it is your turn.
oh, that poor schmuck. Because if he had kept going, that would have triggered an attack of opportunity too.
He had no more movement.
Oh, did he really? Oh, that's even better. How do I want to ruin his day?
Set his robe on fire.
You know, you read my mind. I'm gonna use create bonfire and set him on fire.
Okay.
Uh,
1d8 plus 1 damage. Where's my d8s?
I believe he has to make a reflex save.
Oh, wait a minute. He might have to. Yeah, hold on. I don't want him to get away. I think it's a dex save. Oh yeah, no, he has to succeed. Nope, I don't want him to succeed on any saves. Dang it.
it would have been funny.
It would have been hilarious.
What
Let
is
me
your
make sure
save?
this will. I'm not using it. Hang on a
Okay.
second. Each creature in a 55 save. Oh, that's another. What is my save though, off the top of my head, real quick? Because maybe he wouldn't matter. Ugh, 14. Yeah, he might make that. All right, you know what? Just I can flavor it. So I'll use Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
And that is 23 to hit.
Holy crap.
So
Hit.
I'm just gonna flavor it because I know I'm about to kill him. As he runs past, I just kind of stick my hand out in front of
Excuse
him,
me.
in front of me, at him, nice, and hit him like right in the face
Okay.
with 14 points of force damage. As I hit him, it kind of kicks him back, and you see him kind of like flip backwards like 3 times and land back the direction he was running.
He gone.
Okay. So after you do that, Talos walks up and starts eating him.
Nom 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 nom.
That works.
Good boy.
Just kind of making sure that the job
You
is
don't
done.
come back.
Yeah. With Talos
Right.
there, he will never come back.
Okay.
Right.
So to expedite things just a smidge, I'm going to tell you there are no more enemies. you have defeated them all.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I will reveal most of the map. Not all of it.
Okay. We got a lot of vision going on right now. Oh, yeah. Let me go out a little bit because the map's getting a little big. There's
Right.
only so much you can see on my screen.
Yeah, I realized
Well-
that.
I think we found the other adventurers.
Yeah,
Well,
at least one. That one coward that ran away, he's apparently got out.
No, he's dead.
He's dead.
Wait, where did he come back around from? I never seen him come back
He-
out.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
ran
he-
from, he
Yeah,
Yeah,
ran
it
from
was a
here. He ran from here and came back out down here.
Oh,
We-
okay.
We, killed
Okay.
him. We killed him. He came back and we killed him again.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. And it's like Christmas with all this reveal. Yeah.
Well, I also realized that, there's only like 20 minutes left, so.
Yeah. Well, 29 minutes, but yeah, roughly.
So, that is most of the map revealed.
Okay.
You still have a door here and a door here. So, up here in the dungeon, this up here, are the bodies of the adventurers.
Oh man.
The Phoenix, you are able to pick the locks fairly easily, and you retrieve their Adventurers Guild ID gems.
Okay. Well, obviously I came out I came down from the roof.
Yeah. So you're no
Um,
longer dancing on the ceiling.
no longer dancing on the ceiling. Yeah, guys, these I don't know if you saw, but they're gone. This is a
Dang.
sad mission. We lost everybody, but except for this person down here.
Yeah. Speaking about her, here, if you want to like go ahead and untie her, Hydralis, and then I'll use Cure Wounds. You can hold on to your Healing Touch.
all right.
Hold on, are we
Alright.
sure she's one of us? Like seriously,
They shot her.
I don't care. Like they would shoot anybody to make us think otherwise.
Okay.
Just
even
saying.
then, it's 3 against 1. If she is evil, it would be 3 against 1. But I have a feeling she's not.
If
Okay,
she
I-
looked terrified, and they shot her.
All right, just be careful. I'm gonna come down here to flank just in case.
I'm gonna loot bodies while they're doing that.
There is nothing on any of them
All right.
other than tattered robes and bulk daggers from cultists are us.
Well,
I knew it.
Warehouse.
I do the whole checking of everywhere to see if there's anything of any value. So
So I mean, like I said, you still have 2 doors you haven't gone through yet. So
that's true,
Mhm.
but just double checking. So
quick little question, ever so gracious DM.
yes,
When it's spellcasting ability, so mine is Wisdom. So would that be like my would
Your
that be
modifier.
my modifier? So like I would add 2 to that.
yes.
Ah, okay, I gotcha. So I healed her for 10 health.
All right. She looks very relieved. And Ignis, I need you to make a wisdom check, not a save, a check.
All right. That is a 18, or no, not 18, 19. Sorry.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You succeeded anyway. So since you've been in here, you just now kind of realize it because you kind of got into combat right away, and you just now kind of have time to focus on it. That normal sense that you've always had that you're being watched isn't present here. It's absent. For the first time in your life, that sense that you're always being watched isn't there anymore.
Hmm.
And you cast heal on this individual, and you could swear, but for a split second, that normal watchful presence, instead of being like, it was never malicious, like it was never hateful or anything like that. It seems to go the other way just a little bit. Maybe grateful.
I kind of just, when I heal her, I just kind of, I don't know, I guess doze off, stare into space a second. This is definitely a new sensation. Yeah, I'm just kind of staring dumbfoundedly somewhere, just in a random direction.
Can, can I like see and like can I like wave my hand in front of his face like, you good, Ignis?
Huh? Yeah. I think so. Anyways, I try and shake it, a little bit, try to regain my bearings a bit, and you know, I ask her if she's okay, feeling better after that.
She kind of, she seems weak, but that is easily attributed to the fact that she's probably not been kept in the nicest of conditions.
Yeah.
So she's probably a bit malnourished, and probably tired.
Can I hand her one of my rations?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, I do that then.
She will eagerly consume it.
I also give her some of the odds and ends stuff that I just keep in my coat. Like, here you go. Like, here's a little bit of a bread or whatever I keep in there.
She doesn't seem to gawk at the fact that some of this bread and cheese hunk have obvious pocket lint on it.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to care.
All right. So, what do we do? You want to talk to her?
Well, we kind of let her, just, I don't know, give her some space. Who knows what they did to her here.
I kind of want to ask her, is she okay? Do you understand us?
She nods. She's too busy stuffing her face.
Okay.
While they're going to ask her questions and stuff, I want to simply walk into this room, see the pile of dead bodies, and just kind of like pay my respects and just kind of like bow my head slightly as I make a prayer for them.
It is at that point, as you see this door here. This door doesn't look to have any obvious handle. There is an inscription on it and an indentation for a face.
Use your face, Hydralis.
I don't think that's. I don't think my face would exactly mesh well with the door. It's wood, not stone.
All right,
Actually, this is a stone door.
Oh, you've got to be joking me.
No.
I'm going to come over here first
me...
and check for traps before I do anything. Before we do anything.
So the inscription that reads, because it's written in common, says, to open this door, one must face the darkness with their eyes open.
So I'm assuming you got to put your face into there. Guys, I'll do this. Okay,
Well, okay.
if it'll
Uh,
work.
I guess while that's also happening, I guess it'd be probably a little weird to be, munching on all that without any water. So I offer her some water from my water skin. That's not filled with wine anymore, by the way. I
Yeah,
got
you
this.
drank that already.
It's not. Yeah, it's not filled with that wine anymore. It's gone.
All right, so I'm gonna go over here, and I don't think there's not any traps, right? Because I checked for that. Just
Nope, there are no traps.
all right. So
Before
yes.
before Phoenix does that, something clicks in the back of my head, and I recognize something that was told to me in the week, where we all did our own thing, and I quickly walk up and I say, hold on, Phoenix, let me do this. I feel like that.
How's your snout
Who
gonna
you
fit
lose?
in there?
Just I don't know, it looks Spinosaurid like.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I stand in front of the door, and I take a quick breath before putting my face in it.
Okay. So as you approach, I mean, you can line your face up with it enough that your eyes kind of match up where the eyes are on the little indentation. And for a minute, nothing happens. And but what so since Blaze and Phoenix are the only people in this room, well, other than Hydralis, only other people, what you hear is like the sound of a spring going off. Not like so cartoonish.
Yeah, I
You
know.
hear
I'm just.
kind of like a click, and then something releases.
Did you hear that,
And
Blaze?
Yeah.
Hydralis, so you hear that seconds before two needles stab you in the eye,
Ouch.
and
Okay.
your vision is instantly clouded in darkness, and you are now effectively blind. But the
Okay.
door opens.
You all right, buddy?
I stop.
Whoa!
Oh,
I was gonna say that's I guess that's what I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
out of this world.
I
I will place
stumble
you back on the
backwards.
map.
I was like,
Yeah.
where'd you go? Where'd you go?
So, as he stumbles backwards, you all see that his eyes are now completely black. There's no, like, the white of his eye, there's no iris, there's no pupil, it's just solid black.
I approach him and
There's no reflection, no light kind of glints off of his eye, it's just solid darkness.
I approach him from this side, and I let him know it's me. Like, hey, it's Phoenix. I'm gonna like I put my arm on his or my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, are you okay?
Ah, the blasted thing stabbed my eye. I can't see.
So I
As I say, a few moments pass, and a voice echoes from seemingly everywhere, from the shadows in the corners of the room, from underneath, like these are obviously toilets down here. They're pit toilets. Anywhere there's a shadow, it seemingly is where it's come from. It's like the test has been passed and the price has been paid. And Hydralis, your sight returns.
Oh. You all right?
I blink as my eyes begin to adjust. I think so.
Yeah, your eyes are changing
Ah,
back. They were completely black for a minute.
well, that's certainly reassuring.
Let me go in and check for traps. You gonna be okay?
I think so.
Okay. I sneak in there and I look for traps.
There are no traps.
All right. Guys, Blaze, you may want to come in here. It looks like there's 4 humongous chests or barrels. I think they're chests.
They're
I don't.
chests.
Okay, yeah. So you may want to come in here since you're the bearer of our stuff.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to like creep him open and see what's in there while we're waiting on him.
No, I don't typically move my tokens for that.
Okay, so I am making some quick calculations. Okay, so this was at, I believe, Phoenix's request. In there, you find money. So in all the tests, you
Nice.
see 1,138 electrum pieces.
Oh my gosh! There it is. There it is. I didn't know it was gonna be so soon.
And 8 art pieces.
8 what?
Art pieces.
Art pieces. Okay. Okay.
I can't believe you did that. That's awesome.
Wow.
Well, I remembered what you said that,
That's a lot of freaking dough. Okay.
All right. You got deep pockets over there, buddy? You want...
Yeah. I got a bag of holding. So
it's electrum, not platinum.
Yeah.
Right.
It's beneath
That's still
gold.
That's still a lot of.
So 5 electrum is worth 1 gold.
Yes.
You said how much? 1,000 and what?
1,138.
Oh, man. So we can already say the 38 goes into the fund.
Well, we'll see how it's going to
well,
break out.
Well, how it translates, especially with the art pieces and stuff.
Yeah, it's really not actually a whole lot. It's only going to be. It's 113 gold is what it works out to be.
So dividing that into making that into gold, that's 227 gold and 6 silver, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right, so that's that room. There's still one more door left to explore.
Wait, that's not the mark. What did you say it was? I'm not coming up with that, but okay.
So based off of what I've been able to find, an electrum piece is in between a silver and a gold piece.
Correct.
And it is 5 electrum is worth a gold. Because it's the only one that's not 10.
Okay, that's okay. Yep, that's what I'm coming up with. Never mind, my numbers weren't jiving there for a minute there.
And if you don't like dealing with electrum, blame Phoenix.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I don't, but that's why nobody uses it. But yeah, okay.
Okay, so we don't have to use it anymore. But all right. So I'm gonna roll down here and I'm gonna check for traps on this door too.
Okay.
Because we got about 12 minutes.
Yep. So I'm going to just quickly reveal it all.
Oh, hey.
Yep. So since we have little time left, you free the other person.
Hey, how you doing?
They are like twins.
Twinsies.
And same condition. I'm assuming one of you gives her a ration.
Yeah, since I'm already here, I'll just give her another ration and give her the rest of my water.
I also give her some Lent cheese.
They seem to be overjoyed to be actually reunited. So after a bit of you kind of making sure they're okay to move, you begin to leave the cave. And as you get to the mouth of the cave, you see out into the waters are several boats
Uh-oh.
full of cultists. And it is at this moment that these two... Oh, the world shifts.
Oh, did you feel that? Holy crap.
My cultists are out there.
So many of the world shifts.
Yeah.
So it's at this moment that these two twins, that they look at each other and exchange a knowing glance. They look at the party, and in unison, kind of in that weird, creepy twin talk that they're saying the same thing at the same moment and the same inflection. They say, "Thank you for saving us. It is here that we must part. We do not wish to..." And they pause as if trying to find the right word. And then they just say, "It is time for us to go home." And they stride out into the water, hand in hand. Like they're walking on it, not like in the water. They're just like walk on top of it. And with just gestures, all these boats just, like, as one gestures at one, it just explodes.
Nice. Wonder
Nice.
Twin
Love that.
powers activated.
And as they get farther out into the water, you notice their bodies start becoming more transparent. And as the last one sits there, and is clearly the biggest, and you can see some kind of like the head cultist you saw there. He's standing on the prow of the boat, and he's clearly worried, but he doesn't have too much time to be worried. Because again, a gesture is waved to this boat, and it just explodes. And they turn around, and Ignis, they look at you, and they say, "We will try to get him to go easy." And then they fully disappear.
What
Huh?
the heck just happened?
And I need everybody to make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Oh, gosh.
That is a natural 20.
Hold on.
Now you do it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
now I roll a natural 20 at the end of this session.
Oh my gosh, I did too!
All right, yeah!
Yeah! I got 27
Hey,
altogether.
What are the odds of 3 nat 20s?
I can't believe I just rolled one.
Crazy. All right, I guess I'm the one that just doesn't get to have the fun. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, that's still good, man.
Wait,
It's
Blaze,
still a
did
good
you
roll,
did you
but-
roll one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, 3 nat 20s? Holy crap.
How
So-
about
You all, and so Hydrel, since we got 3 nat 20s, I'm going to say you get it as well, just because that's
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't
Uh,
believe.
you see up in the sky that night has started to fall. You see 2 stars reappear in the night sky.
Would you look at that?
I rub my eyes again. Are we sure I'm not still blind?
wait, what?
If you are, I am then too.
So apparently they were
You were-
stars.
You were blind?
Twin stars.
Yeah. I got stabbed in the eye. So,
Both of them. Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
It was
doesn't
not a
sound
pleasant
very
experience.
4 minutes.
So,
How about that?
I will say that you guys work your way back to. It is a difficult walk as night has begun to set to White Cliff. I'm going to say you catch you get a room at the same inn.
Sleep.
She is happy to put you up for the evening. As a thanks for getting rid of the cultists, she doesn't charge you for the room.
Sweet.
Nice.
She says that it is a small price to pay for getting rid of such a cult within that close proximity of the city.
Nice.
In the morning, you do manage to catch the same wagon back to Haran City, where you inform the Adventurers Guild of the loss of the other adventurers, handing over the gems of your fallen comrades.
Mhm.
Completing the quest, you are each given as the quest reward. You are each given 76 gold and 8 silver for completing the quest.
Let's see
How much gold?
76.
76 gold, 8 silver pieces.
I'll put that on my sheet here in a little bit.
You give a full report. I'm assuming you give a full report, including the 2 twins that you found that did whatever they did to those boats and disappeared into the night sky. If you do not do that, let me know.
We did. I mean, I feel like we
I
should,
think-
right?
I was gonna say I feel like that's pretty significant. We should probably mention that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or should we? Or should we?
Well,
I mean,
It should be a
at
group
worst, people
decision.
think
you
we're
would
crazy.
have talked about it on the way back. Should we report that or not?
All right. So what do you guys think? Hydralis is for it, apparently. What do you two think?
I mean, there might not be any harm in doing it, but I feel like just saying that we took care of the cultists and maybe they killed the adventurers, and I don't know, maybe
Hold on to
redact
that
the fact
information
that
for
they
later.
redact the fact that they had hostages.
Yeah. I think it's
you are
only
not informing them.
Think about it. Think about it for a second, guys. All right, these twins annihilated a fleet of cultists. Do you think the guild isn't going to take interest in that?
they will, but I feel like that they would be just about it, but not everybody in the who knows. I'm siding with you on this right now.
Look, Blaze, I say we should withhold that information about the
I
twins.
agree. No, I 100% agree. I don't
Okay,
think the guild needs to know
so-
right now until we get more information.
Correct.
All right. So you withhold the fact about the twins. You turn in the report. You get your money. Emery, the guild representative you usually deal with, says she will inform the Lord of the quest completion, and thanks you for your assistance in this matter. 200 XP is your reward alongside the
Nice.
Yay.
gold. And
So 1100 now.
that will bring our session to a close.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully next week we'll have Wolf back with us. I want to thank you all for being here. Falcon, I saw you in here, buddy. I'm trying to stay in character, so I apologize not saying anything. But I hope you're doing well, my friend. Everybody else, I want to thank y'all for being here and enjoying. I hope you're all enjoying this. If you are, go check us out on From the Ashes. Like, we've got our podcast stuff here. Let me put the link tree in there. Hold on. So, apparently I didn't do it right. Hold on. Oh, wait, it's socials. So in my socials, there's a link tree to From the Ashes podcast. If you go in there and get on our YouTube, then you will be able to backtrack and see all of our adventures to date. So, and we'll be back next week with more adventures. But until then, I hope you guys, just had a good time. I've enjoyed this. It was a really good adventure. And all that. Yeah, you got to go, right?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so until next time, guys. Let's start the ending on this stream. Let's watch that D20 roll. It's not every day you see 3 people roll a nat 20 at the same time. That was actually pretty cool.
Quite a fitting end to the adventure.
It really was. It was
Right?
it was really, really cool. But on that note, Arson and myself and Zombie and Wolf are trying to figure out a time to really get together and do the Baldur's Gate 3. So we'll have more on that this week. It'll probably be during the week, during the evening. So don't forget about that. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a fabulous rest of your